Hello, it's Ladipo here. There's a dual functionality to stress when it comes to appetite. It could stimulate appetite or suppress it, depending on the nature of your stressor. What we do know is that when you activate your survival mechanism, your fight or flight, assuming that that tiger is chasing you, hopefully not, and you start to run away. At that moment, appetite should be suppressed. So you don't have any time to start to crunch that chocolate bar as a way of supporting the energy you're dispensing during the running response. No, the body does not have time, does not have the energy to digest foods when you're in survival. That is why, by the way, we have a lot of metabolic issues, gastrointestinal issues and anxiety and stress. Rather, your body utilizes already stored energy. So the stress hormones that you produce during the stress response stimulate the release of stored energy. Glycogen, fatty acids, and proteins are broken down back into the bloodstream for you to be able to use them for immediate survival activities. Now, when you are being stressed out, appetite is suppressed for the time being. But if the stressor persists, you can no longer afford to only use the stored energy. There has to be a way of replenishing the stored energy and also keep you alive. So the process is reversed because the excess cortisol levels that start to rise exponentially during chronic stress like traumatic events and prolonged stressful situations will start to stimulate hunger. The studies have shown that cortisol doesn't just stimulate any sort of appetite, it favors starchy, sugary foods. You crave sugars like mad. Now, maybe that is you. If you are going through a lot of stressful situations, you don't want to eat celery sticks or carrots or vegetables. You want creamy, sugary, starchy stuff that at the end of the day is going to help you relax a bit. Now, we know that starchy and sugary foods, junk foods, they actually elevate your serotonin level transiently, temporarily. Yes. So they elevate serotonin so that you feel a little bit good, almost as if you're feeling like, oh, don't worry, be happy, I feel good right now. But 1 or 2 hours later, they elevate your insulin. So they crank up your insulin production, and your high insulin production will necessitate high cortisol production. So before you know it, you're back in anxiety. And the only way to feel a bit better about yourself because of the high cortisol level is to crave more sugary and starchy foods. And it's just a vicious cycle that many people couldn't break off. So cortisol is the hormone that, if produced in excess, could make us fatter, dumber, and sicker. So I want to challenge you. Regardless of the nature of your stressor, you have a power to activate your relaxation response. And the intensity of that could determine even the longevity of your wellness, of your health, because chronic activation of your cortisol, baseline cortisol levels, has been connected to cardiovascular disease, metabolic disease, metabolic syndrome, has been associated with strokes, with hypertension, and different other cardiovascular diseases, even arteriosclerosis. So what can you do to monitor your own cortisol levels, to reduce your cortisol levels on a daily basis? You've got to prioritize exercise, relaxation activities. Exercise reduces cortisol and also enables you to to increase your serotonin level naturally so that you don't have to get it from junk, starchy, sugar-laden food, then only to repeat the entire process a few minutes or hours later. And more than likely, prioritize relaxation activities, especially outdoors exercises, walk fast, walk long is one of the most powerful ways to ensure that your metabolic process is compatible with a normal baseline activities of hormones so that you can be in an optimized state of mind, of wellness, and of your ability to connect with your world and to fulfill your destiny. Like this and share it. Speak to you soon.